Hello, second and third grade. We have been going over these geometry ideas, and last week we talked about two-dimensional shapes and polygons, where we had our nonagons and our decagons and our pentagons and octagons and all that, and we talked about quadrilaterals. And I said that this week we would move into more things about quadrilaterals, right? And in order for us to do that, there's some other things we have to learn. So I thought that while we were on that track, we would learn a few definitions of things that you're going to use all the way through college, or at least all the way through high school, and you will use these for a lot of different jobs when you get older. So I thought, well, we might just take this time and look at it. Let's just review kind of what we talked about yesterday and Monday. Remember, a line has two arrows on each side, no points, no dots on the line, and the line continues forever in opposite directions. We've talked about this already, right? This side of the line continues out to here forever, right? And you would draw this like this. It's the line AB. It's labeled with letters. It's the line AB. And we talked about a line segment. A line segment is a piece of a line. And they're showing you that piece, and they're saying, well, this line does not continue forever. It stops right here, and it stops right here. And those are called points, or you can think of them as dots. And the points have letters that label them, right? So if we were going to describe this line to someone, this line segment, it's a piece of a line, and we'd say, it's the line segment from R to S. And that's how we would show somebody that line segment. And we've talked about this all before. If you didn't watch Monday and Tuesday's lessons, go back. We'll spend a lot more time on this. Then we have a ray. Oh, man down. A ray has a point on one side where the line stops, and then the line continues forever on the other side. There's no dot on the other side. It's not a piece of a line where it starts and stops. It stops right here. It continues to go that way forever, and you have the point or the dot labeled as a letter, and you'll have this side of the ray labeled as a letter, and you would notate that by drawing a little ray and saying it's the ray RS, because those are the letters underneath. Okay? It's not too hard, but then a point, we've been talking about points the whole time. Points are the dots. They're a location. They're a spot. They're a place on a line. They're a place in space is what they really are. Now, yesterday we talked about parallel. Remember, parallel is two lines that never touch. If this line continued out here, and this one continued forever and ever and ever and ever, all the way through space and time, all the way to the end of the infinity, they would never cross. They are parallel. And this is how you show that. Okay, you don't need to show it for a while, though. We're just going to talk about what it is. Parallel. Then we also talked about congruent lines. Whoops. Or perpendicular. Sorry. Perpendicular is when two lines form a right angle. Now, a right angle is perfectly straight up and straight over. Okay? Now, that can be angled, but it's a 90-degree angle, and they notate that with a little square, like this. Okay? It's a 90-degree angle. So, I could take a piece of paper, and each corner of this is a 90-degree angle. Okay? Now, I could turn it like this, but it's still a 90-degree angle, right? It's like the side of a piece of paper or a box. Okay? For example, this is not a 90-degree angle, and this is not a 90-degree angle. Okay? See how this is smaller than 90 degrees, and this one's larger than 90 degrees. This is actually called an acute angle, and this is called an obtuse angle. And we may or may not get to those in more depth. Okay. I should show you. All right. Intersecting lines are lines that crisscross, right? That's what it means. They meet somewhere, right? They crisscross. That is called an intersecting line. So this is new for today. Take out a piece of paper, write this down. An intersecting line meets at a point, right? You could even name that point, D, if I wanted to. Intersecting lines meet at a point. Okay? And here we go. Now we're on to angles. All right? See this angle right here? And we talked about that a second ago. That is called an acute angle. All right? You know what? I'm going to back this up. I'm going to show you this way. Let's pretend that this is straight up and down. Okay? A straight up and down angle is called a right angle. Okay? We go straight up and down and straight over. We notate that by putting that there. We notate these angles like that. Okay? They are not 90-degree angles. They are not a right angle. Now, if we have a line coming this way, and we have an angle that is smaller, anything in here, okay? If these lines came anywhere in here, and you can see that this one does, right? Here's your right angle right here. The right angle would go up like this, right? Something like that. But this one's inside that. It's smaller. That is called an acute angle. Okay? So anything smaller than this right angle is called an acute angle. And I always think of it like, that's a cute little puppy. That's a cute little baby, right? It's cute. It's smaller than the right angle. Anything larger than the right angle, anything over here, right? The line went up this way or here, anything like this, okay? Like this one, here's your right angle right here. It might go up something like this. You have to pretend that it's perfect, right? That would be a right angle, but this is bigger. It's wider. That's called an obtuse angle. So for today, I want you to write this in your notes. Okay? These things need to be in your notes. I'll give you a second to look at them. You can even pause the video. We are going to start talking about those quadrilaterals very soon. Okay? Very, very soon. We got to get the perpendicular yet. But anyways, we will. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful day. No homework. Just try to understand what we're talking about. All right. Bye.